Laura, tell us when Jordan was diagnosed with this condition.
So Jordan was almost 4 years old when he was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. We had never heard those words before. We didn't know what it meant. It was a shocking diagnosis to us. Jordan was actually seeing the doctor for something completely unrelated. It was a devastating diagnosis to absorb. So we took a little bit of time and, learned a little bit about Duchenne. And then we just realized, this was our journey, and we decided to embrace that. And we decided that we were going to move forward and just live every day, as if it was the best day ever. And that's really what we try to do.
After finding out about the condition, what more did you learn about it?
Well, we learned that Duchenne is actually a rare disease. We learned that Jordan is one of an estimated 10,000 boys living with Duchenne muscular dystrophy here in the United States. We learned that it is a degenerative muscle wasting disease, which is exactly what those words sound like. Over time, the muscles do waste away. Typically, boys with Duchenne do require full-time use of a wheelchair by their teenage years, sometimes earlier. Everyone, presents a little bit differently. And, as you know, the heart is a muscle, and muscles also control our breathing. And so, what we learned is that muscle degeneration caused by Duchenne actually leads to serious life-threatening complications.
What advice would you share for families who are facing a similar diagnosis?
Connect with other families. We did that early on. We made Jordan's our journey, not just Jordan's journey, it was our journey as a family. We made it very public, and doing that opened up doors, to meet other families, connect with others who had maybe been on the journey a little bit longer than us, some just joining the journey for the first time. What I try to do is I share everything I've learned, and I learn something new every day about this disease and just rare disease in general. And so I think just connecting, sharing, looking for opportunities. We actually, even though we were given zero hope at diagnosis, as soon as I started doing my own research and making those connections with doctors, scientists, families, patient advocacy groups, I learned that there was actually a clinical trial that Jordan could participate in. And so for our family, we learned about this. It was through a company called NS Pharma, who I'm here in partnership with today. And Jordan's actually celebrating 5 years now of being on a treatment. And very exciting. So I encourage families just to, do your research, see what's out there.
What would you say is your key message to others in the Duchenne community?
Ask questions, be your own advocate, make those connections we talked about. And something that I love to do and I encourage is we celebrate everything and, everything we can think of to celebrate. Jordan gets a once weekly 1 hour infusion. Like I said, he's coming up on 5 years of being on a treatment, but we celebrate all the little milestones along the way. I remember the day that he got his 100th weekly 1 hour infusion. It ended up being a snow day from school. And so we reached out and invited all of his friends from school. You can't go to school, but you can come to the McLean house and have a party. So they all came over and we celebrated Jordan on his 100th infusion, and lots of balloons. And just the most important thing is he was surrounded with love. And I just do my very best to make sure he is always surrounded with love and light. And I think that's made all the difference in our journey.
Is there a final message you'd like other parents who have children with Duchenne muscular dystrophy and any rare disease to keep in mind?
Sure. I think just taking advantage of what's available, speaking to your doctor to explore what might work best. And most importantly, just never give up hope that your children can live their best lives. And if you do want to learn more about Jordan's journey, you can actually check out a website, DuchenneDiaries.com, and you'll get to see a little bit more of Jordan there.
Thank you so much, Laura. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.